Wagwan guys, welcome to my cave. You don't know, it's the XCAVE. And my name is Kevoy B. You don't know, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, at KEVOYB. Zine guys, you have entered my cave and we're now at Jamrock Restaurant. You don't know, it's a Jamaican thing, Zine, and it's only right that we do it here at Jamrock. And today, we have some really cool guests. Clara, you first.
Yeah, Clara, it's my name. Student at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and I love to cook.
Oh, yoy. I like that.
My name is Kweku, a student and also a social advocate.
All right. Good to have you on the show, my brother.
Hi guys, I'm Zala. I'm a producer for a TV station, and I love swimming. I'd put that.
Zala, we know you too much. We know you're only part time you come on the show, isn't it? But guys, welcome.
Thank
Zane,
you.
feel relaxed. Feel chill. Zane, we can say anything on the show. Be brave. Isn't it? Whatever you think is what you think. Nobody will fight you for it. You understand? Zane, we're cool?
Yeah.
So now that we've got that out the way, we are talking about the topic that is on everybody's lips. LGBTQ.
Plus.
Is it plus?
Yeah.
There's some other letters there, like A or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like A and P and Z and them things. You understand? Yeah. So now there was a bill that was submitted to Parliament. Zine, 36 pages of what Jamaicans would say is burning the B-boys. Zine, you understand? You get me? Have you heard Jamaican songs where they say, you know what I'm talking about? Anyways, so yeah. So do you think, have you guys ever seen anything like a gay can get 10 years in prison for being gay? Do you think that's right? Clara!
From my perspective, I think it's right.
You think it's right that a gay should get 10 years in prison for being gay?
Yeah, for being
Ras.
gay. Even
Why?
more.
Why?
Even more.
Oh, chale. All right, why? Tell me.
Okay, so because, you know, in Ghana, Ghana is known to be a Christian religion country.
A country can't be Christian.
Come again?
A country cannot be Christian.
I mean a Christian religion. I mean a Christian religion country, and that's what Ghana is known to be. And hence our Christian morals are not allowing us to accept that kind
It's
of.
not allowing you?
Yes.
What are morals? Can you put a moral inside your hand?
Can I?
Can you put morals inside your hand? How is it that it's not allowing you to?
I mean it's preventing us to accept such.
Zara, do you understand?
I mean, I disagree. I feel like a lot of times people just disagree and say, oh, people are afraid of the unknown, okay? It's not something they're used to, so by all means it must be wrong, it must be bad. And I feel like after time you realize that things evolve, things move, and people move on. So I feel like if we still say, oh no, because you can't say, there are lots of like outside countries that LGBT people go to church. Okay. So you can't say that the Christian morals are stopping you. You can only say that I don't like it, so I'm going to use my Christianity to prevent you from getting it. Do you get what I mean?
It seems more of a case of, oh, I don't like it personally, and so I cannot pass this bill, right?
But the whole scenario, let's also pick up from this perspective. As in, people are afraid of change because they always say transformation actually, it brings friction. So the name is LGBT plus. Plus means I can just wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm also from this planet Z, and we do kiss. Let's just be realistic. I do kiss, like I'm a guy, and I do like maybe kiss, like kids who are just like 5 years old.
Kids?
Yeah, kids.
Oh, no, but that's called pedophilia.
But there's a plus. That
No.
There's a plus. That means everything
but
can
that's
happen.
not how it works.
No,
You
come
understand?
on.
I mean, you can't add M and say, oh, murderer, because I kill people. No.
But there's a plus. There's a plus sign.
There is a plus.
That means they actually have like additional ones.
Yes.
So I can just wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm into kiss. And that will actually be defilement.
No, hold on. No. I don't think the correlation works. Because then what they're saying is that someone can get up and say, first of all, that is already defined as a pedophile. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is not a part of it. Second of all, I would assume that the letters in the LGBT stand for people who are consenting adults. Doing what they want to do. You understand? Having a 5-year-old is a different conversation, my brother.
But
plus doesn't say every man for himself and do whatever the hell you want. The plus is just that they're more
To it.
there's more to it, and
So
we don't.
I can just wake up one day because when God, let's actually take it this way. When God created us, He created Adam and Eve from the Christian view.
We're assuming.
We are assuming. we are just assuming. So how come this time around I'm just like I'm a guy and I'm also I'm into a guy. It's supposed to be I'm a guy, I'm into a lady.
Okay.
Why are we doing the opposites?
What
So
makes sense?
I could also wake up one day and be like I'm a guy and I'm into kids. It can't happen that way.
No.
You can't make that
No,
correlation.
No. You can't make that correlation, my
You
brother.
can't make that correlation.
No. I'm telling you, you can't. You can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of a
A already
relation-
defined, isn't it?
It's already defined.
Yeah.
And two, the purpose of a relationship is to, or a sexual interaction is to be two consenting adults. So the minute that is not, that's like the baseline. You have to be consenting and you have to be an adult.
Yeah.
Once it's not one of those
Once
two
it's not one of
things,
those, then it's illegal, my brother.
it's just
100%. Yeah.
it's just you're stepping out. You're somewhere else.
Yeah,
Like,
I can say, wait.
You have moved
You
from
went-
relationship.
Yeah, man, 0 to 100.
Like you have gone from no. Because if you say, oh, let's say if you say, oh, I'm an adult and I'm consenting to be with 3 different people, that is fine. That could explain the plus. But you can't say you're an adult and you're consenting with a minor. That's not.
No. The minor cannot consent you to do
But
anything.
that's never a relationship.
But it happens. So people
No, but
actually
that
afraid of
happens,
this
and it's
change.
already a criminal act.
But that's
And
not a
so we have to
relationship.
leave that.
Sexuality is also a criminal act.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh.
the difference between the two is one is between 2 consenting adults.
And one is between an adult and a minor.
Yes.
Is that
and-
what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can't put adult and minor correlation beside
adult and
adult
Adults and
adult.
adults.
No.
Okay, I really understand, but things are changing and things are also evolving.
Oh, no, that won't change. I will tell you.
So
I will
many
tell
things
you.
can change.
Nobody is going to fuck my 5-year-old. Nobody is going to do that. You understand? Nobody's going to do that.
This really doesn't.
No.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I know, I understand. But what I'm saying is this, my brother. What we're talking about is LGBTQ plus business. You understand? These people are consenting adults. We can't put them in a category and say, okay, if they want to have kids to have sex with, then they can add it to the LGBT. No. These people are not people. I don't think these people are trying to.
But I actually think in the olden days, homosexuality was actually criminal, right?
Granted.
Yeah, granted. But why is it that now, you want us to pass a law to legalize it? So that means sleeping with like a minor was actually or is.
All right, hold on. Time out. Let's throw that argument away forever. You understand?
Please find a different
Yeah.
This is
It's
becoming
not the same.
difficult.
It's not the same. I promise you it's not the same.
Really?
Yeah,
It's really
100%.
not.
It's really not the
Because
same.
then you're making it seem like this is. You have to understand that as much as a lot of people seem to hate the idea of LGBTQ, lesbians, gays, etc., you cannot blame somebody for mutually consenting to something and compare it to somebody who doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
It's like comparing it to rape. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like you're
it's
saying,
not
oh,
the
it
same.
It doesn't make sense.
It's not the
but
same.
do you actually know people actually sleep with animals?
Yeah.
That's a different story.
So
That's a different story. The
someone
animal cannot say no.
Someone can also wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm from this religion, and I sleep with animals.
Clara.
Is it right?
Hold on.
We're not
Clara, what do you think about what he's saying?
I think it's making a point.
He's making a point. Tell me, wait. I want Clara to explain what she thinks the point is.
Sorry.
Tell me what the point is, Clara.
His
Hey,
point
drink
is-
some of the juice now. Yeah, choke some, my friend. No, don't choke on my show. Don't die here, please. Oh. Go ahead.
I think he's just trying to clarify the points I made earlier.
Okay, what is the point? Tell me.
The point I made earlier is biblically homosexuality is wrong. When God first created Adam and Eve, He created them male and female. He did not create them male, nor female. He created them male and female.
However,
And out
when
of
they
that-
had kids, they had Cain and
They-
Abel. They didn't have no girl.
Yes, they have Cain
So what
and
are you
Abel.
saying?
They have Cain and Abel. And the reason why God created humans is for procreation.
He created what?
He created humans for procreation. That's one of the reasons why God created humans.
Humans.
Yes.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's debatable, but okay.
That's one of the reasons why. So if now male and male is coming to have sexual intercourse, it means that there won't be any procreation.
Okay, but what do you care? Like, hold on, but what do you
Yes,
care?
it's
What do you
not-
care?
Why do I care?
What do you care?
I care because that's God's purpose. That's what God wants us to come and do. So we should.
But you saying this is what God wants you to
Yeah,
do
that's
is
what God
very
wants us to do.
subjective, because A, that is your God, and B, you are projecting all of this purpose on the majority of the people. But you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You can't say this is what God wants, so you can't do that.
We all believe in God.
No, let's not say that.
Let's not say that.
No, we can't say that. We can't say we all believe in God.
Most of us
Again, that
believe
is
in
broad
God.
brushing the thing.
Most of us
Yeah,
believe in
most,
God.
you can't say most people believe in God.
What about those who don't?
Yeah.
Well, in their hearts they do believe. It's true. In their heart they do believe that there's
Funny,
God.
I'll tell you a lot. Zin, I think, and I will say this
Okay.
without apology, a lot of people do not believe in their hearts.
Really?
Yeah, deep down in their hearts, they do
believe
not
in
believe.
a supreme being.
Yeah.
That they wake up, they sleep. That's actually one thing that they believe in, but they don't believe in God.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
A lot of people do not
A
believe
lot of
in
people,
God.
even in Ghana.
Especially in Ghana.
Yeah, especially in Ghana.
So Clara is speechless because clearly she thought.
We Christians they have a lot of work to do.
You think so?
Yeah.
What kind of work?
She's a Christian.
So work to clean up the homosexuals out of the church.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of pastors who are homosexuals, who are
They are
molesting
pastors.
children
They are
and these
not.
things.
They are not pastors. They are fake pastors.
They're fake pastors.
Oh yes,
Okay.
they are not pastors.
That's true. But it still doesn't I still don't understand this beef you guys seem to have in your hearts against people trying to live their best lives.
Yeah. To me, I'm asking, what do you care? What do you care? Like you, Kwaku, what do you care?
What about the health issues? Let's take the health issues into consideration. No, not see.
Health issues aside,
Why-
everything aside, why do you
Health
care?
issues aside, nobody tells you can't sleep with this chick because she could give you gonorrhea. Nobody tells you that.
Yeah, that's a risk
So
you
why,
have to take
why
yourself.
should I now tell somebody you can't sleep with this guy because you can catch this?
Okay. So if let's I'm to sleep with a lady, like a lady, like I know the consequences that maybe I can get gonorrhea, I can get syphilis, or I can get any STI. What about a man sleeping with a man? Do you know the consequences?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's research.
HIV.
You have tried what?
No.
But there are men who are trying it, and we've seen consequences.
Yeah, I think we know, biologically speaking, like what consequences you get. But it's like saying there are consequences for everything. I know that if I can kiss somebody in a heterosexual relationship and get a bunch of diseases. So I can kiss somebody in a homosexual relationship and get a bunch of diseases. It hasn't changed the science.
It hasn't changed, but we are humans, and for Christ, we are Africans. We are hypocrites. Trust me. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Time out.
We know.
Hold on. All right. So you're saying that we're hypocrites. Africans are hypocrites.
Yeah.
Right. So what are you referring to actually? What are you referring
Okay,
to?
so
because
we actually
I have
know,
something to ask you. Eh? Go ahead. Go ahead.
because we actually know maybe the consequences of maybe being a gay, or maybe the health issues associated with being a gay will actually be maybe the STIs. But we are actually projecting. We are projecting that. Supposing if let's say they are to meet, what will actually be the further consequences? So apart from the STI, what are other diseases that we like maybe they might actually contract? This is actually what we are thinking about.
But why are you thinking about it? That's what I'm saying. Like the thing is, it's not going to affect me any at all.
It's not going to
I am
affect
not
you.
going
It's
to
not
have
going to
sex
affect
with
the,
no
it's
man.
not going to affect you. It's not going to affect the economy. But
Who's it going to affect?
Who's it going
if
to
not
affect?
the person in the relationship? It's
All
like
right,
saying,
hold on, Zala. I want to stick a pin. Guys, we're going to go for a quick break, and then we're going to come back. Zine, if you want to be a part of the conversation, guys, remember, just use hashtag XCAVE, Zine on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere. Zine, we soon come back.
Hey Jack, information we are still, and the way information they, that be why you for join me on MX24. See, wherever the topics they, the stories they on social media, we are going to comb through the annals of the internet. We could disintegrate all the topical issues on social media. You see, when it comes to social media, you know, you know how we do it, right? So yes, join the conversation because you know what, it is about to go down.
Welcome back, guys. We're having a really lovely discussion, and we're going to get right back into it. But before we get into it, we have a game that we like to play before we get into our second segment. And it's called Never Have I Ever. Zine, the game is very simple, guys. You guys know it, right? Yeah. The game is very simple. We'll put up 5 fingers. I will say, never have I ever done something. And if you've done it, you put your finger down. If you haven't done it, it's fine. You can leave your finger up. We're cool? All right, let's go. 5 fingers up. So never have I ever had a person close to me from the LGBTQ plus. Whoa, look at that. Never have I ever had any sexual contact with my same gender. Hey, Charlie. Let me explain the rules of the game one more time. You guys are okay now? Yeah. All right, you guys are back. Never have I ever changed my views about the LGBTQ plus.
Views.
Changed your views. I've changed my views.
No, I haven't changed.
Yeah? Never have I ever had an altercation with someone who identifies as LGBTQ plus. Never. Never have I ever dated someone who was bisexual. I don't know if there was a... I wish I would have had...
You have. If you have, put your finger down.
If you have that, you put your finger down in it.
If I have, I should put my
Yeah.
finger down. But if I don't.
You don't?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I wish I did, because then I would have had a threesome a long time. You understand? Speaking of which, Mr. Kweku. Hey, guys, you can put your fingers down now. Speaking of which, Mr. Kweku, wouldn't you like to have a girl, to have a threesome with 2 girls?
No, not really.
No! I've never heard that come out of a guy's mouth before.
See.
Said no guy ever, you understand?
No guy. Now, come on. Like, because suppose if, let's say, you have a beautiful man or you have a lady, why should I actually involve someone like third party?
Because there are other beautiful women who want to lie down.
Come on, so when I'm done with her, I'll go for that beautiful man. No.
When you're done with her, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
I actually like it that way. But I don't like it when maybe I have 2 people, 2 ladies. No. I've not done it before.
Ladies, but you know that ladies are usually bi-curious, no?
Yeah.
A lot of ladies are bi-curious. Do you find that a lot of ladies are bi-curious? Yeah. Yeah?
Sure.
So have you known anybody who was bi-curious, or have you ever been bi-curious yourself?
Well, myself.
Hey, Chale, hey, you're getting exciting. You're getting exciting. Hey, Clara, hey.
You know,
Clara,
going to school and saying,
please
what
hold my hand.
No, I said no. Myself, no. I said no. I didn't say yes.
You said you say you don't know.
I said
you
no.
say you don't know. You say you don't
Wait,
know.
but you put your finger down with like, I mean, I think we all put our finger down that we all know somebody who's part of the LGBT. Yeah. So then why would you want to like prevent them from being happy, so to speak?
From being happy?
Yeah.
I'll also stand on the consequences.
Okay, what's
On the consequences.
We actually spoke about later.
No, you see, what I don't understand, you see, I understand what you're saying, that there are consequences involved in people being homosexual and people doing this and ray. However, what I don't understand is, what do you care about the consequences?
The consequences. Why do I?
Why do you care about the consequences? Why is it that it bugs you that another guy is going out with another
Okay,
guy?
so it will still be the moral values. The moral values that Clara spoke about. Because from where we are from, we actually read about, like, us in stories.
So it is your moral value to oppress
Yeah,
people?
yeah.
What's that? To oppress people and tell people that, hey, you can't do this when you go home to your house? That is your moral value? Why? What gives you the authority?
We actually spoke about us in during the first shoot. It was just like us in we being Christians. She actually spoke about we being Christians. I want to capitalize on that.
All right, let's ask Clara. What gives you the authority to say you cannot be in a same-sex relationship?
My Christian moral values.
No, your Christian moral values gives you that authority to tell people.
Yeah.
What's that? Wait.
My Christian moral values, because the Bible, that it's our guide, tells
Whose
us
guide?
we Christians.
No, but you see, for me, that bothers me, right? Because then it's like saying that...
I like fufu, so everyone should like fufu. Is that what I mean?
Not even that. It's like saying...
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's like when people complain that if they have to go to a Muslim country, they have to cover their heads. You guys complain about that, but that is their country and they're making their rules. Do you get me? But it's like, I don't understand why, if me, I am a vegetarian, I should now make you be a vegetarian. It's not by force.
It's not by force. But you can actually tell me the benefits of being a vegetarian.
Just like you can tell me the benefits of eating meat. So why should I now say you can't eat meat because I don't eat meat?
Clara, I want Clara to answer this question because you've been very quiet.
Okay. So, you know, I'll still come back to the moral values. God gave us the rights
Oh, hold on.
to do everything that we want to do, but it is not everything that is right.
And what determines what is right and what is wrong?
Being a homosexualist and a lesbian is wrong. It's not right.
Okay.
And yes, being legally married to a man, as a man and a woman, is right. But you have the right to decide if you want to be a gay or a lesbian. But it is not right.
Gotcha.
Yes, it is not right, but you have the right to.
Let me ask you,
Zala.
Zala.
Right. Okay.
Zin, let me ask you, Zala. Why do you think they should get the choice to? Because I mean, you can't procreate in a same-sex marriage. Zin, you can't create any child. You can't. There's nothing. Well, I won't say there's nothing that is fruitful out of a same-sex marriage. Zin, but it is. Well, I won't say clearly unnatural. But it doesn't seem natural to be in a same-sex marriage. Why should they be given the choice to choose who they want to choose?
Because I feel like we've now reached a point in society where, you know, we're talking about diversity, we're talking about inclusion, we're talking about expressing, and there's no harm in allowing somebody to do something as long as it's not hurting anybody else.
Okay.
Do you get me? If you are murdering, you are hurting somebody else. If you were kissing somebody who wants to kiss you, I don't see what you've done wrong. Do you get me? I feel like it's so much so about what I believe in and what I choose. And as long as you're not actually actively hurting somebody, it's not wrong. Do you get me? Because, like I said, I can choose to say, oh, I choose that, let's say every girl should cover up, and somebody will walk outside and say, you know, they want to wear a different kind of top. Just because I don't agree does not mean that it may be wrong for me, but it's not wrong for them. So why should I now impose my version of life onto somebody else?
What you're saying is subjectivity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he doesn't think so.
They always say the past is the foundation of the future. When like they've actually been a manual that actually spoke about the story of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes, please. That when they practiced homosexuality, they were hanged or they were killed by the supreme being. I wouldn't say God. I wouldn't say God. So that someone would be like, oh, I know everyone is a Christian, by a supreme being. And we are just.
No, you can say God because that story relates to the Christian God.
Okay.
So you can say God.
Okay. So this time around, I'm actually telling you that if we are to do it, this actually, what's going to happen to us? Should we still do it?
No, but that's based off of your understanding of the world.
It's not about my understanding of the world.
Well, I mean, all right. So you just mentioned Sodom and Gomorrah and that God killed people for being homosexuals.
Yeah.
But God also killed the Egyptians' firstborn for when Pharaoh didn't release the Israelites. So I mean, he seems to kill
they're killing
who he wants. No, but that's the
It
that's the
doesn't seem to
truth.
kill what he wants.
No, but that's the truth. Why didn't he just kill Pharaoh? When the Pharaoh needed to release the Israelites, he killed all the firstborn in Egypt. Their firstborn.
That was to make Pharaoh leave the Israelites or release them.
Let's not stray from the point. What I'm saying is, because it's not a Bible show. What I'm saying is this. You cannot say, okay, because God killed Sodom and Gomorrah, that means that this is what it is. Because the same people that God killed in Sodom and Gomorrah for homosexuality, incest, all these things, when Lot and his daughters went up into the mountains, Lot's daughters had sex with him. For the same thing that they were the people in Sodom and Gomorrah were killed for. Lot and his daughters did it.
Okay.
So, I mean, where are you landing with this?
Okay, so I'm actually just trying to say that it has happened in the past, and people were punished for that.
Okay.
So, okay, everything boils down to education. So this time around, we are here. We are just sitting comfortably here. So wasn't if someone is actually to come from back in the days and be like, okay, during the 18th century, here was actually a cemetery. You just start thinking otherwise. Okay. So this time around, let's actually picture it this way: that someone has actually come from the the olden times, and the person just like, if we are to practice this, this is actually what a supreme being will actually do to us. Should we still continue?
So what if somebody says, screw you, I'm gonna do that?
Yeah, what if they say, hey, let him do it, let him kill me? What are you going to do about that?
Then we kill the person.
Hey.
Then you kill the person.
Because we are not going to legalize it. Yeah.
What?
Just because in Uganda, supposing you have to practice homosexuality, you'll be jailed for 10 years.
You'll be what?
You'll be jailed for 10 years.
Yeah, but that's in the bill. In Ghana here, you'd be jailed for 10 years.
It's not in Ghana. But
No, well, I mean, that's in the bill that they submitted.
Yeah.
They want to be jailed for 10 years.
just because of the law, because if it's passed, like if you have to practice in Ghana, it will be illegal.
We all know the benefits of a lady and a guy having sex.
What are the benefits of a lady and a guy?
You can procreate.
Yes.
So supposing if let's say
So,
two ladies
all
are,
right,
are
hold
to
on.
meet.
All right, if we're looking at, hold on, one second.
Sure.
If we're looking at procreation as the benefit, then I mean I've only been benefited twice in my life because I have 2 children and sexual encounters for days and days and days and days and days. So what are the other benefits of
So economically,
Economically.
this.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yes. So if
Economically, they what?
they also impact into the economy. For if you give birth, as and if the two of you get married right now and you give birth, as and you're having sex and you give birth, you've given birth. The children come up to be something to the country. They add up to the population. They contribute to the development of the country. So if now the two of you, a gay or a lesbian, they are having sex, what economical benefits are we getting as a country?
But not everybody is lesbian or gay. Plus, we have too many people. Let me just throw that out there. We have too many people on this planet to begin with. And there's so many orphans, just adopt them. Because a lot of heterosexual people are having kids and dumping them somewhere. A lot of heterosexual people are having kids and dumping them somewhere.
Okay.
So
if everyone adopts, who's going to procreate?
But not everybody's going to adopt.
Not everyone. So why should we allow you? No. Okay, hold on.
I don't understand. Go ahead.
Okay, so if let's say this law, like, as in, it's illegal or it's legal for homosexuality to be practiced in Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 ladies, they actually feel they can adopt. So who should procreate for you to adopt?
The person who had the baby and didn't want it. That's
Really?
the person who procreated.
So if you adopt, I also adopt.
But not everybody is
But
the
I don't
same.
want to adopt no baby.
Just like
children.
you can have people in relationships who don't want kids. You have people in relationships who want kids. Just like you have people who want a life partner, you have people who want to be single. So you can't say that just because I want to have a relationship, not everybody wants a relationship. So there are single people in this world.
That's
just
true.
like there are people in relationships,
By choice.
people who choose to have kids, they're in a relationship and they choose not to have kids. I mean, there's never 100% of one thing. So it's not like we'll run out of humans.
That's true.
I really get your point. I really get your point.
But
Do we also think about the spiritual effect of this?
what is the spiritual effect
Because
of this?
even when a man and a woman come together, as in to have sex, there's a spiritual effect. Do you get it? So when
What's
a
that
man and a man also comes together, do you consider the spiritual effect as well?
No, I don't know
because
what
it's
spiritual
as-
effect you're talking about. That
What
is the
I'm
thing.
trying to say, but when the man and the woman have sex, or when they come together, there's this kind of spirit transfer between the two of them.
Okay, good or bad? Or both?
Both.
Good and bad? Okay,
Both.
sure.
Both. Okay. When you're legally married,
Legally married?
When you're legally
so
married.
wait, time out. So if I'm not legally married, then
Let me
my
learn,
sex
let me
is...
learn.
All right, all right.
when you're legally married, the two of you become one. So when you are not legally married and you do that, you've become one with that person, and you are you've gone
I'm
somewhere.
several.
You have gone, then you have to know that. Then you have to know that you are not the only person living. If you have done several, all those people are living in you. Seriously.
All right.
Yes.
Hold on. We're going to stick up in. We're going to stick up in on that point. Hold on, we're going to stick a pin at that point. And we're going to go for a quick break. But guys, remember, tell us what you think and by using the hashtag XCAVE on Twitter, on Instagram, and everywhere. Zin, we'll soon come back.
A big announcement was made, and hundreds of ladies came in responding to our call.
Do you think there's a difference between wisdom and knowledge?
Knowledge can be acquired, but wisdom is natural. If you are not wise, you are not wise.
Hey!
I love singing because I believe I have a beautiful voice. You never reach it.
I think you're one of those people who love to sing in the shower, eh?
With every one of them vying for the crown, car, and cash at stake. Our delegates will have to fight their way to the top, week after week and task after task. The journey to finding our next true queen has just begun, and you don't want to miss out. Miss Malaika Ghana is proudly brought to you by Nivea, Frital, Royal Century Hotel, GTP, Malta Guinness, Turmeric Hotel, and Kenya Airways. Miss Malaika Ghana 2021, premiering August 1st at 9 p.m. on MX24.
Now, welcome back to XCAVE, guys. You don't know, we've been having a really great conversation here. Zain, you don't know, if you want to be a part of this conversation, you can use the hashtag XCAVE. And we're talking about the trending topic, LGBTQ+. Zain, Zala, why is that they have so many letters now? What is going on?
I don't know. It's just everybody wants to identify. Do you get me?
Yeah, but I mean, that's what the plus is for. Yeah. I don't understand why is it that we need to now spell out all of these letters.
So that you understand what the plus means. It's not just lesbians and gays, but there are various different types of people who identify in various different ways. Because you now have transgenders, you have pansexuals.
I don't have no problem, but why? This is why we have plus. That is why there is a plus at the end.
Yes, but each category needs an identification.
I'm just messing around with you. Don't worry. I'm just messing around for the future. Huh? So maybe 10 years from now, we also have a different set of people who actually come out.
We'll go through the entire alphabet at one point. Don't worry, sir.
I think for me, what has really been bothering me is kind of what is going on social media. It's so divisive. Like, it's not. I mean, it's one thing to be for it or against it, but it's like literally we've gotten to the point where it's throwing insults, it's throwing statements, it's throwing so much, much hatred. And it's one thing to say, oh, I disagree, I think it's wrong, I don't like it. But it's another thing to degrade somebody else as to a level where it's almost like they're not human. Like, they can't be human because they do, I don't know.
But you know, Zala, that's the culture. That's the culture. The culture has bred. The culture has bred. Eh? Okay. The culture has bred people that practice hate, is the message. So, I mean, we look at it. The thing is, when you look at, let's look at it from a different angle now, Zala. Zain, why is it that we have to accept LGBTQ plus people? Why is it that we must accept these people?
It's not about you have to accept. Yeah. It's about being civilized and understanding. I can say, I'm a vegetarian and you eat meat, right? I'm not saying you have to be like me, but I'm also not saying that you should have to, if I'm telling you that I want to eat something vegetarian, you every day have to make a comment about the fact that I'm vegetarian. It's not by force. I'm not forcing it down your throat. All I'm saying is that if you have a party, you know I'm vegetarian, respect that I'm vegetarian.
I'll ask you something. Very, very, very interesting question. Zain? The community, let's look at community. Let's look at the society, right? Do you think that because a lot of people are closeted, that homosexuality is still prevalent? Isn't that the reason? Because a lot of people will not come out openly to say, oh, I'm gay. And if you check, in my experience, when I know gay people, Zain, a lot of gay people that I know have been molested, or they were troubled as a child or something like that. I'm not saying that's the case for all, but I'm saying in my experience, when I meet people who are gay people and they get to that point where they say, oh, you know, I was molested or whatever it is, what I'm saying is this: the mystery creates prevalency. Zain, do you think that in your experience?
I don't know how I would answer that. I feel like that is nullifying people's, like, I feel like, yes, there are people who have come from a hard past, that is why they are the way they are. But I feel like that also nullifies people who feel they were genuinely born that way. Who felt like from a very young age, this is who I am. But I have never been able to express myself, or I was never able to understand myself, because everywhere I go, I'm being told, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this.
So do you feel as if it was public knowledge, it would have been lessened?
I think
Public education.
Yeah, so no. So like, let's say it was legal. Everybody knew whatever it is, you know, you can declare or whatever it is. I mean, you don't have to declare that you're heterosexual, but you know, whatever it is that rules come out, Zane, and you can declare now that whatever. Zane, do you feel that it would lessen the amount of homosexuals inside the society?
it would lessen the hype, because it's like vegetarianism. I keep comparing it to that, but it's like if somebody always has to hide the fact that they don't eat meat, they'll be very careful about it. But if you know that some people just do this and some people don't, you stop caring. Do you get me? You stop fixating on the fact that, oh, this person sleeps with this person. Because at the end of the day, you don't really know who's sleeping with who.
That is true.
You don't really know who's sleeping with who. I can say I am straight, but you don't know what I'm doing in my house.
That's true.
So it doesn't really matter what I tell you, I'll still go and do it.
So Clara, do you find that it could alleviate the problem that you're saying that we have? Zane, it could alleviate it if it is that it becomes public knowledge who is who, whatever it is, nobody cares. Everybody knows that this guy is gay and it is okay. You understand? You know, whatever it is. Do you think that we can lessen the amount of homosexuals inside society?
I think so.
But you don't want it to be legalized. I don't understand.
So that would reduce the hype, like you said, because as of now, it's all over the internet, gay. So you are even afraid to expose yourself that this is what you are into. You can come out and say, oh, I'm not into it. But when you go, like you said, when you go behind the scene, that's what you are doing. But so if the hype calms down, I think those who are having the zeal to, even the more it's coming out, the more it's educating others about it. So if the hype is down, I think people who think it's right will even go and have a second thought of it. So, do you get it?
I get you. All right, so Kweku, let me ask you, Kweku. Don't you think character is a lot more important than a person's orientation?
Yeah, character in the sense that supposedly, let's say I'm an MP, or maybe I'm a big guy, or and maybe I'm gay, or maybe I'm a lesbian. I'll just capitalize on the character at the detriment of the orientation or my gender or the kind of people that I'm into.
When I was 19 years old, a really close friend of mine came out as gay. Zine, and it was very difficult. It was very difficult for me to accept because of, you know, obviously I grew up in a Christian home as well, blah, blah, blah. It was very difficult for me to accept. And when I really analyzed the situation, I realized that this guy is my friend. Yeah. And he's been my friend for years and years. You understand? And he has never stepped to me and said, hey, Kevoy, let me touch your body. No, never, ever. You understand? He understands boundaries. We understand boundaries. Why is it that we cannot have a society that we know that, okay, this guy is gay, but we have boundaries? And you're gay, so you have sex with the brother where you have sex with. Don't have sex with unconsenting people. Do not rape. Do not all these things. Don't you think it would make for a better society if something like that happens?
I think so.
Yeah, but that would mean that we'd have to legalize something like that.
I would still not accept it to be legalized.
I thought we were getting something. I really thought we were convincing you.
Okay. I think we should actually give them the benefits of the doubt. Give them the chance to actually do what they want to do. Then the aftermath we will actually conclude whether we are to allow it or not to allow it.
The moment you start it, you are just.
What do you think? What do you think will happen if they legalize homosexuality? Do you think everybody will become gay all of a sudden?
Not everybody will become gay, but it will influence the upcoming generation. Yes.
But that's not how. But hold on. If we're going based on how we've described how people become gay and all these things, I don't think influence has anything to do with it.
It would, because just as they are starting to legalize it right now, the previous generation before us, they weren't practicing any.
They were what?
They weren't practicing homosexuality.
The previous generation before weren't practicing homosexuality?
It wasn't legalized. And
oh, okay. It wasn't legalized.
It wasn't legalized. So why do we...
Charlie.
How do you know?
Yeah. They've been
they were doing it. That was actually even before Christ.
It's now legalized. it means that everybody is at liberty to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
It means that the generation to come, they are going to be more into it than now.
But
How did you decide that you were straight? How did you decide that you were straight?
How did you decide that you were not gay or you were not a lesbian or you were not part of the LGBT plus?
How do I decide?
How did you know? How did you know?
Because I don't do what they do.
So
You don't do what?
Somebody can be born and also not do what they do.
But there's influence.
So how are you not yet influenced?
yeah, you've seen it. You've
Then
seen
I'll
it on
still come
TV.
back
You've
to
seen
the-
it in
No,
society.
then I'll still come back to my Christian values.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying that if you saw two girls kissing and you found it interesting, you would stop yourself because the Bible said no.
Two
Because
girls
the
kissing
Bible
is
says-
very interesting.
Because the Bible says no, and I also know that it is not good. Yes, it's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
Hold on. Was somebody whispering something over there? What's going on?
He said it's not right.
Yeah, I'm actually saying we should actually give them the benefit of the doubt.
You should give them the benefit of the
Yeah.
doubt. Yeah.
Why should we?
Why shouldn't
Just because they actually feel they have their fundamental human rights and they should be given the chance or the liberty to do everything that they want. So let's just give them an open forum. Okay.
I think we should just set boundaries. We just say, hey, this is what it is.
Okay.
And we set some boundaries around what it
Okay.
is that we
So
need to know.
So from you, that means we should give them the chance, but there should be boundaries. Is that what I mean?
Yeah, but everything has boundaries anyway.
Okay, so
Okay.
what do you consider the boundaries?
I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I've never really thought about it.
Because the last time I was talking to someone and I was like, why can't we just legalize it and everybody has the discretion to say no? Because one of the things about legalizing is that, you know, they can get married, right? And I'm like, look, if they say it's legal, then they can get married. But if in me, my church, I do not wish to marry you, that shouldn't send me to jail. It should be like, you have the discretion, do you get me? Because there are some places that will be like, oh, I'm open, because it's legal, you can now get married in my church. And there's some places that say, because it's legal, you can't, even though it's legal, you can't get married. I feel like you should have that liberty. Allow them to be there, but also give each individual has a choice. Do you get me? So if I have the choice to say that this is who I love, you should also have the choice to say, granted, but I don't accept it. Without it being like throwing stones and exactly. It's so.
Well, let me ask you, what makes it different? What makes it a different sin from, let's say, adultery? What makes it a different sin from fornication? What makes it a different sin from any other sin? If all sin is sin, then
That's
what
all
makes
sin
it
is-
different?
Okay, let me ask a question. What's the purpose of this?
Quench your thirst, I guess,
All right. I'm in a glass.
to hold the drink.
Okay. What's the purpose of this? The sex?
Depends.
Depends how.
Yeah. All right, watch this now. Watch this now, and I can show you something. We can sit down in a chair. You can put things in a chair to store it. You can do all types of things with a chair.
Okay, but
So,
what is the
The main purpose?
Yes,
the
the
main
main
purpose is to
purpose.
sit in a chair.
very good? So when it comes to the gays, okay, they use
When it comes to the gays?
Yeah,
All right, I'm
excuse me
here.
to say, they use the anus for whatever. Excuse me to say, what they are using the anus for, is that the purpose of
This is actually a good point, Zala. All right, Zala, hold on. Because all right, if you look at it, the vagina, the uterus, right? Its main purpose, see? Its main purpose is to receive penis.
Okay.
True or false?
True.
All right. It has a pee hole, so they pee through that. You understand? But then the anus is there, and then the anus lets out doo-doo. You understand? So it does have a purpose already. Granted. It does have a purpose. So why is it that these guys have found new purpose for anus?
Everybody who gives oral has found new purpose. So
Fair point.
if you
Touche.
have found a new purpose for your mouth, allow somebody else to find a new purpose for their butthole. Thank you.
But to be fair,
Yes.
I am eating pum pum.
It doesn't matter. Somebody too is putting your dick in their mouth. It's fine. You're supposed to use that to eat.
It's not so expensive.
Wait. So I want you to go back. So what you're saying is that all the purposes have been outlined.
We're
Different
redefining,
options. Like,
we're redefining our purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have decided to use mouth and hands. Allow some exactly. You see,
I don't like that
allow
one.
somebody else to use different parts of their body to figure out things that brings them pleasure. Why?
No.
When you people are using your mouth, who's fighting you?
Some are just not
I
allowed.
don't know. People who are using their mouth.
okay, so
Come on. I use my mouth all the time. It's okay.
Exactly, but nobody's fighting you. So why can't
Hey,
somebody
who's
use-
going to fight me? But yeah.
Exactly, but this is somebody's own personal this thing. So they can use it for whatever they want to use it for. Just like some people use their toes for something.
something like.
I don't know for them.
Toes are multi-purpose. Guys, anyways, we're gonna have to have a part 2, but I want to take each and every one of you your point of view. Well, I already know what your point of view is. What is your conclusion, my friend?
Okay, so my conclusion is
Quickly, eh?
I don't think, and I will never accept that it should be legalized.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Should never be
Quickly.
legalized.
Okay, I think there should actually be an open forum where we have the against and also the force. Then they will just debate. And secondly, too, I think we should actually give them the benefit of the doubt. Just give them the chance to express themselves. If it's okay for them, why not? If not, life still goes on.
Zala?
I think a lot of times it comes down to opinions and just respecting each other. Like, I'm not saying this person is going to come and do it in your face, but it's not by force to kill a person, no beat a person. They haven't actually harmed you, so why put them in jail?
Why prevent them?
Do you get me? Like, you can say, I don't like this, and still not hurt the other person.
For me, I think it just boils down to character. If you're a great person, then you're a great person. If you're a terrible person, then you're a terrible person. End of story. If you're a terrible person, you're not my friend. If you're a great person, you're my friend. It doesn't matter if you're pink, white, gay, yellow, straight. It doesn't matter. As long as you know your boundaries. And I'm cool. Zain? Yeah? Can we live in love? Yeah, we can live in love. But guys, you don't know this is XCAVE. I hope you guys enjoyed our conversation. I'm sure we did. Did you guys enjoy the conversation? Yeah? Yeah, you see? No hatred on our show. No hatred on our show. It's all love, guys. So this is XCAVE, guys. My name is Kevoy B. Remember to follow me on Instagram. Remember to follow me on Twitter. Remember to follow me everywhere. Zain, and use the hashtag XCAVE, as always, to be a part of our conversation. Zain, I want to give a special shout out to Obed for making our drinks. Zain, Obed made some lovely cocktails for us earlier. Zain, I want to shout out Jamrock. Jamrock is having their Jerk Festival on the 6th to the 8th of August. So make sure you check that out. Zain, and also Odina. Big up Odina for making me look fly. You don't know, I'm fine boy in these nice clothes. You understand? So yeah, man, thank you, Odina, for making this really exquisite suit. Ziggy, big up yourself. Anyway, guys, this is XCAVE. My name is Kevoy. Remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Zain, and always use the hashtag XCAVE to be a part of our conversation. Zain, we'll see you guys next week. Little more, big up yourself.
A big announcement was made, and hundreds of ladies came in responding to our call.
Do you think there's a difference between wisdom and knowledge?
Knowledge can be acquired, but wisdom is natural. If you are not wise, you are not wise.
Hey.
I love singing because I believe I have a beautiful voice. You never reach it.
I think you're one of those people who love to sing in the shower.
With every one of them vying for the crown, car, and cash at stake. Our delegates will have to fight their way to the top, week after week and task after task. The journey to finding our next true queen has just begun, and you don't want to miss out. Miss Malika Ghana is proudly brought to you by Nivea, Frital, Royal Century Hotel, GTP, Malta Guinness, Turmeric Hotel, and Kenya Airways. Miss Malika Ghana 2021, premiering August 1st at 9 p.m. on MX24.